Got to do a few things with the fam. Let's see, get some food, jump in the pool, have some fun. Oh, but I also got to talk business and I got to get serious. You look at the GameStop rise in 2021, and you know what you see? You see something that never happened before. You see the hedge funds caught with their pants down because they've been doing what they've always did. You know, we could call it alleged, okay, but they're naked shorting, you know, shorting GameStop with potentially phantom shares, synthetic shares, which killed Melvin. Let's just say, right? Okay. Now the thing is that why doesn't history repeat itself? Why did it stop with GameStop? So either one or two things had to happen, in my opinion, right? Either GameStop became such a frenzy that literally disrupted Wall Street in a way that they never seen before, the government never seen before, nobody ever seen before. They were never going to let it happen again. And that might have meant deals had to be made. Secret deals. You know how Lou had secret connections? Lou, he looks at squirrels. He's like, that's a Wall Street insider. I've got secret connections with the ducks. Um, Secret deals. So these are deals. Excuse me, I gotta clear my throat still. Sinuses, mother effers, sinuses, Indian summer. It's a cruel summer. But anyway, getting back. Secret deals are things we can't confirm. We can't read about it. That's right. You can't go on Wall Street or you can't go on YouTube and get information. You can't listen to all the YouTubers. They're not going to tell you this. Unless it's Lou, of course. Lou might tell you because he knows all the secret insiders on Wall Street. So Lou might be able to report this. But then Lou will take the channel down. Anyway, I believe secret deals happened. That's it. Because it's the only way that logically, okay, describes why AMC did not have that same rise, that same friggin' gigantic rise that GameStop. Because I believe that AMC had the potential to even go much higher. I think GameStop had the potential to go much higher. You know, when the forces to be come in, like what Robinhood did, and shuts off the buy button, that's only a little bit. That's only what we know. See, you look at that as being like this big, huge, you know, I guess you could say SCUM bag, try not to curse so much, move on retail, right? But that's the stuff you can verify. This is what I always try to tell people. There's a difference between what we can verify. And that was a terrible thing that Robinhood did. That was friggin' horrible. That was to cripple retail. But that's what we know about. I'm trying to make a point. There's things we don't know about. There's secret deals. Now, you might say, can you give us an example, a father, of a secret deal? Well, here's something you can't verify. And again, I'm going to say it's alleged. I got to watch what I say here. But I can imagine Ken Griffin having a secret meeting with Adam Aaron. You understand? Saying to him like this, look, we got to help each other here. Well, what do you say, Ken? Listen, what happened to Melvin is not going to happen to Citadel. You understand? We got to work something. Do you want to lose your company? Do you want your company to go bankrupt? No. Do you want to stop making 25 million a year? No. Then we got to come to some kind of a mutual agreement here. Now, again, am I saying this happened? I have to say it's alleged to protect myself. But I'm just giving you one example that you might have a cooperating CEO working with predators. Okay. Now that was something that you never heard before, right? You never heard that with GameStop. You didn't hear that there was a cooperating CEO. I mean, doesn't all the evidence kind of point to that with everything Adam Aaron has done? I mean, look at it. I mean, the guy suddenly sells his stock at the top. What is he? Is he a friggin' genius? Is he a, what I mean? Is he a medium? Does he have psychic abilities, Adam Aaron? What's up, Angie? It's almost like he knew, right? Like, what did you get the impression that Adam Aaron knew? Like that whole retirement bullshit friggin' cover up. You know, I gotta think about my retire. They're retire, mother effer. He's probably gonna retire now after he made all this money, right? I gotta think about my retirement. Who remembers that? Okay, it's like he knew. He knew the future. He knew that AMC was going to go all the way down to under $5 a share. We have a reverse stock split, well under $5 a share, to $3 a share, under $3 a share, and then a 10-for-1 reverse stock split and bring it all the way back down to almost $5 a share. Again, $7 a share going lower, right? It's like he knew it. It's like he knew it. Think about how at the end of the rainbow, this all seemed to work out for the hedge funds. They made from billions and billions and billions of dollars. Adam Aaron sold all of his shares at the right time. All these YouTubers who were pushing everything seemed to either be gone. A lot of them made millions too. Trey, what are you going to eat today, Mr. Ritchie? It's a good question. Sometimes, Angie, I actually don't know. And I just kind of like roll with it, baby. I know you don't believe this. Apefather wants to start losing some weight. Apefather's got the gym membership today. I gotta start getting like ripped up, Angie. Hold on here. What just happened here? Sorry. AA and Ken made billions. How is buying a casino going to help the apes? It's very simple. It's your comment that you just wrote. If you read it slowly, Manuel. Hello, Apefather. Let's read Manuel's comment very slowly and see if you could all read between the lines of his comment. Hello, Apefather. Adam Aaron, Adam Enron, and Ken made billions. Ken Griffin, the piece of human garbage, trash. How is buying a casino going to help the apes? Okay, so let's start. You put your faith. I mean, a lot of people did. Did it? All of you call Adam Aaron the silverback? Did you say he was 40 apes? Okay. Didn't everybody trust him? A majority apes. Remember how we saw fight? It all started when I had the big fight with Phil for real. Gimp for real. Okay? Where me and Phil for real were friends. He helped me get into Fidelity. We were on the same team. But when I spoke bad about Adam Aaron, see, I called out Adam Aaron way before Louis loves Louis. I called out Adam Aaron a long time ago. People just don't give me the credit for it. Okay? Phil for real and me had major freaking beef. Because that was his boy. That was his, you're my boy, Blue. Without you, my balls are blue. Okay? So Phil for real went for the attack. Phil for real went for the defensive. That Apefather went against Adam Enron. That's why I like to call him. I'm sorry. So now the thing is, let's go into the future now. Sinuses, mother effers. Let's go into the future now. What happened? I wonder what Phil for real is going to say now. I wonder. Most of these people are not saying anything. They're trying their best to cover their asses, but everything that they preached, everything that they said, did a friggin' opposite attack. I mean, literally did a friggin' 180. Okay. The end result is what Manuel said. Get back to his comment. Adam Aaron and Kenny, the mother effing lowest piece of human friggin' dog shit, friggin', slug mother effer, Griffin, made billions. Now, I know a lot of you don't want to hear this, but in order for them to make billions, there has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. There has to be the predator and there has to be the victim. It almost sounds like revenge, doesn't it? In a way, if you really listen to it, doesn't it sound like like a revengeful thing that happened from GameStop? I see it that way. I see it that way that the hedge funds were never going to let that happen again. And the government maybe could have been involved too. Everybody could be involved in this thing. We're just talking about Ken Griffin, and we're talking about Adam Aaron. Who knows? Listen to me. This all goes to show you. Now it gets back to my point about real estate, okay, which I want to talk to you in about 1 second. Throughout my life, okay, I don't care what any of you say. You can say anything you want to say. But real estate seems to be the only thing that's fair, that seems to be left in this country, in this world. I watched my father my whole childhood invest in real estate. Always made money. Never one single time did he not make money. I watched my father invest in the stock market, lose a lot of money. And there seems to be a difference. I don't know if you realize it, but there's a difference between the real estate industry versus the casino industry. and it is an industry that is not controlled. I mean, okay, can there be crash? There can be crashes in everything. Okay, there can be crashes in everything. There can be crashes in gold. There can be crashes in the stock market. Everything bad can happen to a certain industry, but you have to look over the course of a 20-year time frame, a 30-year time frame, a 40-year time frame, and say to yourself, it's very very simple. The stock market sucks balls. It's gotten worse now. Ever since the point is, ever since GameStop, the market now is on the defensive. You understand? And there's a lot of manipulating secret shit going on that has never been seen before, in my opinion. Okay. To be perfectly honest with you, yeesh. To be perfectly honest with you, I honestly don't know if I want anything to do with AMC anymore. I really honestly don't. Honestly, I'm just at a point where whatever happens with this thing, which who knows what. I mean, maybe we get lucky. Maybe this thing could pop a little bit. Apefather could get back a little bit. I don't see this thing going to 1,000 a share. I don't see this thing doing anything crazy anymore, AMC. I really don't. So the only things that, like, at this point we can hope for is a little run. Okay, Goldman Sachs said 175. People on Wall Street, a lot of analysts are saying 85, 45, you know. So let's say the range of what we hope for with AMC could be 45 to 175. So if it winds up going to 60 at some point, again, this would have to be a lot of things involved. This would have to be Adam Aaron actually does the right thing, which I don't think he will. This would also have to be that somehow AMC returns to profitability. This has to be the market turns around. A lot of things have to occur for that to happen. So I would have bet my friggin' bank on that shit. That's why I'm not putting any more money back into Wall Street. I'm not doing it no more because there's too much. Look, I think that AMC will eventually probably go up. Look, you have to understand, like the Sharks ate. I used to always make an analogy. You want to hear what my analogy is about bull markets and bear markets? No one else on YouTube has said this, only Apefather. I'm the only person who made this analogy. I sometimes feel that a bear market is caused by the short sellers, by the hedge funds who run Wall Street secretly, right? Are hungry. They're hungry like the shark. They're hungry like the wolf. So they got to do all their manipulation, all their corruption, everything that we can't verify that goes on to eat. They got to eat. Now, once they have a effing feast, it's a bloodbath. You understand? They got to, like, for whatever, listen, we could all speculate all day, but they got to resume a normal market. That's called a bull market. So that's after they ate, they had their feast. They ate like friggin' great white sharks. They sucked the blood out of it, ripped the flesh off everybody. Ate like mother effers, made billions and billions and billions and billions. Now there has to be some sort of, like, they have to level things out. So they say, okay, let them do what they got to do now. We're not going to interfere anymore. And then you see AMC start shooting up, and everybody's dancing and happy and this and that. But this was all a planned event. This was all, like, you know how Lou used to call a market, well, a managed event. This is all a planned event. So I do believe that there is a possibility of AMC going back to 45 and all that, because they got to. They got to do it to keep the face on a corrupt, disgusting system. That's what Wall Street is. Okay, they got to try to keep face. So they'll let it run to 45. They'll let it run to 60 or whatever they're going to do. And then guess what's going to happen eventually? Ladies and gentlemen, the short sellers, the hedge funds are going to get hungry again. Hungry like the effing wolf. Wolf. Hungry like sharks, of which then all the secret shit goes on. So it goes back into why my idea is better than the stock market. It's very simple. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. Most people, if you study, who are successful in this world, make the majority of their net worth from real estate. Now, I'm talking about celebrities. I'm talking about people who are non-business savvy, like Billy Joel. I'll give you an example, right? Billy Joel was a high school dropout. I love the guy. He's the greatest singer-songwriter, probably one of the most successful performers, rock stars out there ever in history. Okay. Billy made a lot of financial bad decisions. It started with his first wife, Elizabeth's brother, okay, Frank Weber, who managed Billy Joel. And because Billy Joel really didn't know what he was doing, he gave Frank Weber power of attorney to run all of his financial affairs. That resulted in Frank, like the movie Dumb and Dumber, going to Billy Joel's safe deposit box and taking about 90 million in cash. You know the movie Dumb. Remember how they wrote the IOUs? I owe you 250,000. I owe you 500,000. I owe you $1 million. Well, that's what this guy Frank Weber did. He put all these IOUs and took Billy Joel's all of his money. So when Billy Joel had to go back on tour in '93, River of Dreams, baby, he had to make all his money back. He lost pretty much everything. He was on the verge of bankruptcy, Billy Joel, at one time. And then he toured, like he had the name. He toured like a mother effer. He got all his money back. Then the question is, what did Billy Joel do with the money? Bought a lot of real estate. Okay? And the real estate has now made Billy Joel so super successful. This is where his net worth is. He's got real estate all over the place. New York, Florida, everywhere. Gigantic estates. Okay? And if you look at everybody, you look at the former great president, Donald J. Trump, where did he make all of his money? Real estate. Everybody seems to make tremendous money in real estate. Everybody. Okay? And real estate always seems to be that safe haven asset that always does well. Now, what's real estate? Like, Teddy Zane, how Teddy likes the juice? Teddy likes the juice, okay? What's real estate on steroids, on the juice? Casinos, okay? I once read this article, right? Like about Hilton hotels, okay? And they actually winded up getting involved in the casino business. But like it was something that like Conrad, the original like Hilton, the big Hilton, the founding father Hilton, he didn't want Barron to do. He didn't want Barron to go into the casino business. Hilton has always been, just like Marriott has always been, a hotel business. But Barron saw that the casino industry had the potential. One casino had the potential to make more money than 100 hotels combined. So Barron couldn't resist. You know what I mean? And when he ended up getting involved in Atlantic City at the time, ultimately Trump took it over with the Trump Castle, but that's a whole different story. But the point is that this still rings true today. That one casino has the potential to make over 100 hotels. And I'm talking about hotels that were like their jewel asset, their trophy asset, not even just regular like hotels in the Hilton chain. I'm talking about Hilton Times Square, baby. I'm talking about Hilton, okay, the biggest, most profitable Hilton. We're not making more money in Manhattan than casinos. Okay. So I'm just trying to answer all your questions because you're asking me questions. That's the bottom line. The casino industry has the benefit of, number one, being in a platform, being in a situation that is not heavily controlled by the corrupt 1% elite. It's not. It's not. There's no Ken Griffin. There's no Gary Gensler. There's no secrets like, Lou secret connection, secret ducks, secret squirrels. There's nothing secret going on. It's a very, very safe haven, solid industry. Now you got that with the casino industry being times by 100%, by steroids, by juice. So in other words, you have this safe haven aspect of it with all this potential to make more money, one casino hotel than 100 hotels. You gabish. Listen to me. You see, Vladimir, you're trying to insult me, but I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you facts, brother. So, just go away. Get lost. Kids are going. They want to go to the pool. I hear them downstairs. The dogs are barking. I got to get going soon. It's going to be a quick live stream. But you see, Manuel, when you say buy GameStop and lose less money, I don't understand. Like, once again, when you guys make these comments, I don't know if you're making these comments because you want to lose money. Was that the reason why we started this movement to lose? Did we start this great movement? And I call it a great movement because at one point at our peak, we had over 4 million retail investors worldwide in our movement. So I do call it a great movement. But now it's like I read all these comments and it's like you're all attacking me. You know what I mean? You're attacking me. You don't seem to have a problem with Ken Griffin. Most of you. I really don't see any comments about, like, you know, what Adam Aaron did to you, what Ken Griffin did to you. You know what I mean? I don't see it. I don't see you talking about Gary Gensler anymore. So it really leads me to believe that there's something wrong here. There's something rotten in Denmark. It can only be one of three things. It could only be none of you really invested in AMC. You're like Louis. Louis loves the Louis. You never owned AMC. Or I'll take it a step further. You work for Ken Griffin. You're Citadel Snakes. You are still on his payroll. And even though he won the battle against the apes, he's still doing damage control. And he still has all of you mother effers still working for him. Okay, seriously. Because if you think about it, let me ask you a question. What is the benefit to all of you people, like the regulator? Here's the regulator, right? Who claims to be worth 70, $80 million. Why do you watch me? So all of you people like Cigar King, right? I'm broke. I have no liquidity. I have no rentals. I have no this. I have no. Why do you watch? Why are you here? If I was worth $80 million like the regulator, I would not be watching some hairy Italian greaseball. Look at all this hair. I'd be not watching some guy like me. I would be doing something else. I would be on a yacht, regulator. I would be friggin' eating 3 porterhouse steaks, drinking Dom Perignon, like the movie Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfont. I would have beautiful what? Beautiful women can't eat the steak off me, but I'll live through someone else's eyes. I'll get John Needham up there and I'll have the beautiful women eat the steak off him, okay? Because I gotta be good to my wife, Jennifer. But I'm trying to make a point. I wouldn't be watching a YouTuber on a Saturday like regulated. It just doesn't make any sense. All of you people, Vladimir Putin, it doesn't make sense. What's up, Cade? I made a whole thing on it, Cade. On if you watch the beginning of the live stream, I made a case of why I think AMC will turn around. But the point is that this is all part of a great plan of the hedge funds. I call it the hedge funds bull and bear market theory. I really don't want to repeat it because it's a very long like statement. But if you rewind the live stream to the beginning, I covered this theory. Okay, why there's bull markets and why there's bear markets. Now, this unfortunately, Cade, is not good news. So when you watch the beginning of the live stream, it's not great news. Okay, because in other words, in order for there to be a bull market, there has to be a bear market. The short sellers have to eat. They have to eat. And once they've eaten enough, things do turn around. There has to be market order again. Okay, but they have to eat. There has to be a feast. And perhaps they're still eating. Perhaps they're still not done before there's a market turnaround. That's just my opinion because I've seen it happen over and over again, but this time it's been on steroids. What I'm seeing now after GameStop from 2021 to today, I've never seen anything to this degree. That's why I think there's secret things. You're telling me I need to be in Bellevue. You all need to be in Bellevue. You're all sick. You're nuts. Guys, retail lost last year $350 billion. You're psychopaths, all of you people. You either work, listen, it's like I said, I don't want to keep repeating this. You either never invested in AMC, all of these people that's in this live stream right now. You either never invested in AMC or you work for Ken Griffin. We're surrounded by Ken Griffin's employees, Citadel effing snakes. Because that's the way you talk, the way you're talking. None of you seem to have a problem with Ken Griffin. None of you. None of you seem to have a problem. Guys, once again, if you're doing so wonderful at day trading, then why do you listen to me for? Go listen to go watch Teddy Zane. That's what he does. Go get involved in the China IPOs. His last IPO, from what I understand, did very well. Go get involved with Teddy. You know what I mean? Some of Teddy's plays on see the thing with Teddy, and I don't want him to get upset, but I don't really give a shit in all honesty. If it is Teddy, You have winners and you have some serious losers. Like I saw that guy. Of course, I remember people lost a tremendous amount of money listening to Teddy Zane. And that's why I used to get on his tiny razor balls. I used to get on it. I used to say, Teddy, you're not a licensed financial planner. You shouldn't have a Discord. I hated his Discord from day one. So the fact that he pulls out winners, his last friggin' play was dog shit. He pulls out winners once in a while. But you know what? When you have so many losers, it's kind of like you know what Teddy Zane Discord reminds me of? It reminds me of a casino. His Discord reminds me of a casino. But let me tell you, the casino, meaning the house, always wins. Okay, let me be clear. Remember how I said I love casinos? The house, I love it because the house always wins. So Teddy's theory is a lot like a casino. You go down to a casino. Occasionally, they give you what's called a payday advance. Let me tell you what that means. You might be new to the casino industry. You're a new face. You walk into a casino. Suddenly, you win. Wow, magic, right? It's magic. Okay, and you go the next time, you win again. Interesting. Maybe I could start a career of being a gambler, right? Maybe you go a third time, you win again. Things are getting hot, baby. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I'm gonna take my clothes off. Anyway, you start thinking, I'm gonna win every time at the casino. And then next thing you know, booyaka, mother effer, you lose. And you lose big. You lose all the money you made, times that by new money. You lost it all, baby. And that's what casinos are there for. Because I hate to say it, casinos are there to take all your money. So that's why it's better to be the owner. It's better to be the owner. Like I one time heard this interview on Donald Trump. It was like the greatest short answer to a question that I've ever heard in my life. They asked him, "Are you a gambler?" This is what they asked Donald Trump one time. This was a long time ago. This was like, I think in the 80s. They're like, "Are you a gambler?" He goes, "I'd much rather own a slot machine than play a slot machine." How great of an answer is that? It's like so short, it's so simple to the point. I would rather own a slot machine than play a slot machine. And then he did. That was it. That was the end of his answer. And that's the best answer I've ever heard in my whole life. Would you rather own a slot machine or play the slot machine? See, that's what's happening. And it gets back to my original point. Why do you all want to be puppets in Wall Street? You know what you are? You're all gamblers. I'm a gambler. We're all the gamblers, and the house is Ken Griffin. He's the house. Gabish. Okay. He's the one who's winning. And if you look at the numbers don't lie. Chico, the numbers don't lie, Chico. Retail lost $350 billion last year. Ken Griffin and Citadel made billions, motherfuckers, okay. So did Adam Aaron. Okay, so why is everyone, it seems like this circle of corruption, why are they all making billions while we're losing billions? And it seems like, instead of all of you wisening up, instead of all of you saying, "Oh, I get it now," ding, 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 ding. No, it seems like either you want to go back into this corrupt stock market, lose more money, because all you're doing, don't you see you're playing the casino's cards. Like, in other words, look, the casino is like it goes back, Cade, if you're still listening, it goes back to my original theory of bull markets and bear markets that are controlled by hedge funds, okay? It goes back to my theory on that. Casinos are the same way. After a casino has a major feast, the right thing to do is throw a gambler a bone. Because think about it. If you always go to a casino and lose, casinos are going to go out of business. I mean, people are eventually going to say, "Listen, I never ever win here. It sucks. It's rigged. I don't want to come back to." So you have to eventually win. It's the same thing with the stock market. You know, people make me laugh. Like, I'll read comments. I lost $100,000. Apefather, like, listen, I lost a lot more. Apefather lost a lot more in AMC. But I'll read comments like, Apefather, I lost $100,000. Then they'll listen to Teddy Zane and they'll make $2,000 or $3,000 or something, right? And they'll say, "Apefather, that's it, man. The stock market is not corrupt. The stock market is not rigged. I just made $2,000 in one day, mother effer, but you lost 100. So you're still down 98,000. It's the same concept in a casino. You understand? You could be down $100,000. The casino throws you 2 or 3 thousand, and all of a sudden you start thinking, "This ain't rigged. This ain't rigged. This is real." So that's what I see the same thing in the casino industry that happens in the stock market. But the only difference is you can never ever control the stock market. You can't do it. Listen to me. I don't care how powerful we are. We tried it. Didn't we all try it? Didn't we all try to go up against the hedge funds? Didn't we try to beat the hedge funds at their own game? And what happened? They handed us our friggin' jock straps. They pulled it back and they slammed it against our friggin' bulls. Okay? So you can't control the stock market. I believe, though, the casino industry can be controlled. Yes, there's regulations. Yes, you have to follow certain rules and regulations. Despite all of that, I think you're a part of the A team when you're in it. Listen to me. The government loves casinos because casinos pays the government billions and billions of dollars a year. So you got to kind of ask yourself, does the government know that maybe casinos are rigged? Listen, again, I'm going to say it's alleged. I got to watch what I say. I got to watch what I say. But in theory, is it possible that the government may know that casinos are rigged? Yes, but they don't care. Just like they don't care about the stock market because the stock market and the casino are on the A team. I call it the A team. Okay. So the thing is that it's a license to make money. Ken Griffin has a license to make money. Sheldon Elderson, casino owners, have a license to make money. Steve Wynn, they have a license to make money. So the way I see it, ladies and gentlemen, is if you can't control the stock market, what's the next best thing? Las Vegas. Right? What's the next best thing? Atlantic City. Worldwide, gaming. That's the next best thing. So I'm trying to answer all of your questions. You're like, why do you want to do this, Apefather? Like, why, how is this going to help the apes? Well, the first question I have to ask you is, do you want to be Ken Griffin? Or do you want to be a schmuck losing all his money? Which one do you want to be? I want to be Ken Griffin. I want to be bigger. I want to have bigger skyscrapers than Ken Griffin. Bro, you can say whatever you want, WTF, but I'm the one making all the sense. You can't go back, okay, in time and tell me that Ken Griffin and Adam Aaron, I have to say it's alleged, but I think this was all a secret plan to get us. This was all a revenge tactic. And you know what it is? You're all arguing with me, but you can't provide any evidence that I'm not correct. You can't provide any evidence that this was not a systematical plan, a revenge plan to get us all back after GameStop. None of you can give me an answer. You know, you just all you keep doing is insulting me. I need a shrink. I need to go to Bellevue. I'm a psychopath. But you can't provide me one evidence, one stream of evidence, nothing that this was not a plan to get us back. Okay. So why do you want to continue to be sheep? Okay. You ever hear the expression that sheep get slaughtered? You won't want to be sheep. I don't want to be sheep. Okay. Look, I need your help, but if you don't want to help me, Apefather keeps moving forward anyway. Apefather will find a way to do this himself. It doesn't make a difference if you support me or not. But I think you're an idiot to not support me because Charles Payne used to try to tell Mike the Marine we should all be organized. Because Charles Payne was kind of giving us a subliminal secret message. We have the power to be bigger than Citadel. We have the power. If we all work together, if we're all organized, we can be bigger than Ken Griffin. We can be, but maybe not in the stock market. See, the stock market, it's like Ken Griffin's got his friggin' his vampire friggin' jaws around it. It's kind of almost like a monopoly. I'll say it's alleged, but you figure it out with all the payment for order flow platforms. You figure it out. But I just feel it's different in real estate. I feel it's different in the casino industry. So anyway, what am I asking everybody? I know that it's all the same people here, but I'm reaching out to people who are going to watch this live stream later. Apefather has a simple proposal that I'm trying to make, mostly with my AMC Ape brothers. I wish I could somehow reach all of them all around the world. They're my AMC Ape sisters. Okay, what's up, Back to the Future? Here is my proposal. Help Apefather open the first Apefather King of the Jungle casino with super chats. That's right, super chats. But I have to reach millions of people. You know, 10 people in a live stream He's not going to do it. I need to reach millions and millions and millions of people. Now, the way I see it, you don't only have to give one super chat. You could give a lot of super chats. But now you might be saying, what am I giving super chats for? Am I getting some sort of an ownership interest? No, you're not. So I want to be crystal clear for all the people that are going to try to break my balls. You are not getting anything for the super chats. Super chats are for entertainment purposes only. That's why you're giving. So in other words, I call it a vote of trust. I call it a 1% vote of faith. I call it a 1% vote of trust. You ever watch the movie Field of Dreams? If you build it, that he will come. God bless you, Back to the Future. Back to the Future did something that if all of you did, we could make this happen already. God bless you, Back to the Future. I love you, brother. You're always the best. You've always been the best. Oh, Jesus. I wanted to tell this guy who keeps calling me to go F himself. But anyway, I'm back. God bless you, Back to the Future. I love you, brother. My wife loves you and my family loves you. You're one of our family. Back to the Future 99. God bless you. So if enough people, by way of a super chat, will help me finance the first casino. Now, let me be clear, because I just want to be crystal clear. You're doing this for entertainment purposes only. Don't come back to me and say, hey, Father, do I get something for the super chat? Because I'm being crystal clear. By not being crystal clear, you do not get anything for the super chat. But you're doing it. It's called a vote of trust, a vote of confidence, where, hey, Father, let me help you with your dream. Let me help you create the first Apefather, King of the Jungle Hotel Casino. Now it's up to me. You understand? Once you do your part, it's now the Apefather's turn. The Apefather promises on the second project, the second Apefather, King of the Jungle Hotel Casino, to get the greatest, most prestigious law firm to represent Apefather and to represent all of you. We're going to register with the SEC. A way for all of you now to get involved with me on the second project. But you want to know why this is good? What is super chats? They're $1. Think about it. They're $1, they're $2, they're $5. It's nothing. That's why it's a joke. That's why it's for entertainment purposes only. That's why it's for entertainment purposes only. But now you have something to judge it on. You understand? You actually have something tangible because I completed the first project. In theory, I would have completed the first project. So now you could say, hey, Father, you could say, let me see the books. See, now this is where Apefather is different than Adam Aaron. You know how Adam Aaron refuses to hire Share Intel? You know how Adam Aaron refuses to hire West Christian? Apefather will not hesitate. I will hire all of them. I'm going to hire the best securities firm in the whole world to represent us. My books will be an open book to all of you. My assets will be an open book to all of you. In other words, I'm here to share the wealth, baby. You're an AMC ape. Come aboard the ship. Come aboard the ship. Enjoy the wealth. You're VIPs. You're all my family. You're all my brothers. You're my sisters. You're my family. I win, you win. That's what the point is. We're family. Okay? And that's what's going to happen on the second project, the third project, the fourth project. You will all now have an opportunity to have an ownership position. Not now, because I can't do it now. I have to first open the first project so that the world will take Apefather seriously. The world will take me seriously. Back to the Future. You're the best, brother. God bless you. I love you, brother. If everybody was like Back to the Future, this would be done. That's it. If everybody had the mentality that this wonderful person, Back to the Future, has, this will be done. The project would be finished. And you know what would happen once the project is finished? You're all going to be able to see a world of difference between the stock market and between Apefather. I call it the V for Victory. V for Victory project. That's what I call it. The V for Victory project. Now, I don't care how many of these live streams I have to do. If I have to, because I call this the lifetime achievement, plan. If I have to do 1 million of these live streams, I'll do it. I'll do whatever I have to do, because every time I do a live stream, you know what I notice? Someone, I'll tell you just a couple off the top of my head. Under manager, the other day, under manager gave a $50 super chat. Back to the Future just gave $2. Okay. So think about this. The more and more I do this, I know it's a long process. Oh my God, is it a long process? But it's a process where every single live stream, I'm getting closer to the dream. I just have to do a ton of them. I have to build up a large audience. That's another challenge. The biggest challenge is, and I'm trying to promote it. I promoted it on X, on formerly known as Twitter. I promoted on TikTok. I promoted on YouTube. The V for Victory Project. I'm going to keep promoting it. The idea is to get people to this live stream. So that's another way you can help Apefather. Get people to this live stream. Tell people, listen to Apefather's V for Victory plan. Compare it to what happened to retail last year, how retail lost $350 billion, and compare it to what Apefather's V for Victory plan is. All right. But I just want to say I will be back very soon. These live streams typically are going to be like 30 minutes or above, and then I will do another live stream. So listen, V for Victory. God bless all of you. God bless you. Back to the Future. I love you, brother. We will be back. Apefather is going to be back for another live stream soon. Everything I said on this live stream is not financial advice. I am not a financial planner. This is all for entertainment purposes only. Remember, this is not a solicitation for an investment. This is entertainment purposes only for Apefather to reach his dream, to reach his goal, and to make the V for Victory project come true. God bless all of you.